What's going on, YouTube? Premonition here, back again with another replay video. Now this one is going to be quite the game. You'll see that here actually very shortly. But went into this game, this guy was playing random, so I always assume the worst when someone is playing random because they always like the cheese. So I sound out an early scout to figure out what race he is and what he might possibly be doing. Actually, I'm not going to show the production tab. Actually, I'm not going to do anything with that. So right now I'm just doing a really standard opener. I mean, really, it's what I thought to be safe in these situations. Not knowing who you're playing as a race and what they're doing just yet. Yeah, you can see my APM. That's fine. Not very good, but anyway. So right now, I see he has a forge. That means he is cannon rushing me. That little peckerhead. So I immediately go check my base. I see the probe, so I know he's already in here. He has his forge finished already, and he's already going to be building cannons in my base at the 1 minute and 30-second mark. So here he does that bullshit. He's just screwing around, building all kinds of shit. So my initial reaction to get a zealot out pretty quick to deal with the probes, if not anything here. So I mean, I'm kind of lost right now. I really didn't even know what to do, so I just pulled the boys and attacked this pylon because that's going to be the most imminent threat, is that closest one. So I back out here after killing that, and he cannot use that photon cannon, so I start attacking it just so he can't power it back up again. As all this is going on, I'm just trying to think what to do. As you can see, my APM was literally at 0. So I end up taking that cannon down, retreat, and he actually can attack. So I just try to get my zealot in there as a meat shield to try to absorb some hits so I can actually get the advantage on my cannon so I can kill his, but that didn't turn out to be the case. He actually gets me by 1 hit, I believe. Yep. So here he comes, just keeps being a pest. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to deal with this. A lot of people would have quit at this point, but I wanted to see if I could actually beat this and like how to deal with it in future games here. But right now, it's nothing really too exciting happening. I mean, he just keeps piling the friggin' cannons on me. So I build my cyber core so I can get my mothership core out. And my initial thought was thinking that a photon overcharge could help here. At least if he gets too close, if he overextends, I could like take out some of his cannons or his probes or something. I actually used my cannons and targeted down that pylon myself because cannons don't do the smart thing. But he does end up getting first hit. I actually used my zealot to steal that cannon from him. So I mean, I'm just trying to do everything in my power right now. I'm building my mothership core right now, as you can tell by my nexus. I mean, I just trying to buy enough time to get a robotics bay. That way I can so right there I use my photon overcharge just to at least do something to the cannons. I mean, I have to get something out of it, but just so I can get a robotics bay and get immortals out, because those will do 50 damage to armored units, and cannons are armored. So I mean, that's the best bet I can do right now, at least to slow this down, because I knew I wouldn't. There was no way I could get out of this at this point. I mean, I'm spending so many resources trying to defend this that I had to do some outside the box thinking here real quick to deal with this. So I mean, I take out the pylons. I'm getting my robo bay right now. I'm getting my pylon behind my my mineral line to hide some buildings that I wanted to try and get out while dealing with this. But right now, he does have a cannon in range of my Nexus, so I have to do something within this period of time before my Nexus dies. So I mean, I'm trying to delay that as much as possible right now. Trying to get out. Man, I just can't really do nothing right here. I'm trying to save enough minerals to get an immortal, and I end up just trying to delay the damage as much as possible here. But I end up getting my immortal right now. Start chrono boosting that out, and these cannons are going to go hit for hit until he has backup. So right now I have one cannon to worry about that is attacking my Nexus. So I have to kill that as soon as possible here. What's this over here? I forget what that is. Alright, that was another gateway. But right now I'm just trying to buy some time. I'm letting him attack my Nexus right now. But I'm just trying to find an angle for my cannons so he can get closer. But he just has every angle right now. But right now I have my immortal. I think I could be able to take this cannon by itself. And that was the case. So I take out that cannon. That eliminates the threat right now. So I have time to macro up a little bit and get more immortals. As you can see, I'm just still trying to find an angle, but he already has everything locked up on me right now. And he's building his cannon that can attack my Nexus right now. But I do save up enough to get a Stargate. So I was trying to think, like, what can I do to outplay this guy right now? And I was like, Void Rays into his base. So I was like, okay, I have to buy enough time to do that. So I do have 2 immortals out, and I can take out this cannon here relatively quickly with those. He does have Zealous. He does snipe my my immortal there, and I end up killing a couple of his zealots. But I needed more gas, or no, I got my second gas geyser. I'm just trying to keep him busy. Like, I'm trying to keep him like not pushing up with his cannons. Kind of buy enough time to get these Void Rays out. But anyway, let's go back to the protection tab. Nothing really to hide anymore. So I'm getting my second immortal out. He's just fully committed into this cannon push. I can get one of his probes. He does get his cannon built. So right now I'm just using this Zealot as a meat shield, so I can get a couple free hits on this cannon with my immortal. But he doesn't bring Zealots there. But he tries to get me behind my tries to go behind my base with the pylon, but I do catch that, thankfully. Still trying to bait one of my probes out there so I can get a couple hits, but right now he goes in for the kill shot. I have 30 health on my Nexus right now. I just barely saved that. So I have to play cat and mouse with this guy every time he builds a cannon right here. But me thinking of the worst, I'm building a warp prism to hopefully expand, grab some probes, and head out to a different location just in case he does, in fact, take this out. But right now he's not really doing anything. He's giving me time to macro up, actually, which was a huge mistake by him. But I'm getting my first Void Ray out. I'm getting my warp prism, loading them up, and I'm going to this far left corner right here along with this Void Ray. He cannot see that. He did not see that at all. So right now I'm just playing cat and mouse. He's being a pest because he knows I have low HP on this freaking immortal, so he's just going to keep me doing this. So right now I do get enough time to get another mortal on the way. So I'm just constantly going back and forth with this guy on this freaking photon cannon. He's being a pest about it. But there's no way I can engage right now with this immortal. So I'm patiently waiting. My Nexus has 230 shields, so I should be able to hold off a little bit. Now, I initially thought to bring my Void Ray out to help, but that would defeat the purpose of surprising him. But I do get just barely that cannon. He brings in a ton of zealots. I actually get a photon overcharge out. I bring my immortal between my base, my cannon, and my Nexus to minimize the amount of zealots that I can attack him. And that proved pretty costly, or pretty smart by me, I mean. But I end up killing his zealots, and at this point I have my Void Ray into his base, attacking his mineral line. He still does not have anything in his base. I mean, he was fully committed to this. He does get a cannon out, but I target that down. And right now I'm just killing all of his probes. I'm letting this cannon finish because I have a Nexus over here that's going to be mining here shortly. So I mean, he can have that Nexus right now, but I just killed his mineral line. He has no income. And, you know, basically I counted a cannon attack, cannon rush. I actually surprised myself with this. With the, it gives me the GG. But anyway, wow. That was a pretty tough game to overcome, but I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. That was pretty tough. But now I know how to deal with a cannon rush, and hopefully you guys that are newer anyway, that watch my videos, witness and like learn how to deal with a cannon rush and how to beat it, as I just did right here. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.